Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you some of my film cameras. This is going to be a video more oriented towards, like, introducing you to film photography and kind of helping you choose what your first camera is. So by doing that, I'll show you some of my cameras, sort of give you some suggestions as far as what you might want to get in a film camera, and just sort of those things. Personally, I think film photography is a wonderful tool to learn photography. Also, it's really fun to do. You get to purchase your own camera, your own film, and if you have the right tools, you can even develop and scan your own film. With only 36 pictures and in a typical roll of 35mm, you really need to choose your images carefully, which I believe makes you a better photographer as a whole. As the majority of these cameras are 10, 20, or even 30 years old, you'll have to buy them resale. This is pretty easy, as nowadays with eBay or Craigslist, you can find pretty much any of these cameras for a really low price. However, with everything, the better the camera, the more expensive it's going to get, so I definitely look for the best camera for the price, also for what you need. Like digital cameras, there are plenty of features and other things that make certain film cameras better than others. This will help you use the film in the best way possible and help you get great images. There are plenty of film cameras on resale websites, so you really need to look closely in order to make sure that this camera will get you the best images possible. You need to look for the best features that will accommodate your needs the best for the best price. There are definitely some gimmicky features, like eye-controlled focus, but now I'm going over some features which will definitely help you in your film photography. Most film cameras require batteries, however, some of them still operate without batteries, so you want one like this instead of this. These newer cameras have bigger batteries to accommodate their electronic features, but I find that they drain fast. You want a film camera with a working internal meter. I'll go over this in the next video, but the meter tells the camera what the best exposure is to get the best image out of the frame. Make sure the film camera that you're attempting to buy has a working shutter and that it operates smoothly and cleanly. This is why I'd never purchase cameras that are for parts only. You always want to make sure that the listing that you're purchasing from always mentions a working shutter, because you never want to spend $80 and have to deal with this. New electronic cameras have built-in motor drives which help them shoot faster, but you might have to buy an external one for vintage cameras. You also might want to invest in a flash, however it looks pretty bulky, and you might want to invest in an electronic camera that has a built-in one like this. So like I said, there's a few different kinds of film formats, but the one I think you guys should go with as far as learning film photography is going to be 35mm. So it's a relatively small format, but it's more akin to more or less just like, it's more similar to your average digital camera that you might have and anything else, and yeah, it's really quite easy to learn how to use. So I have a bunch of Canons here, Canon film cameras. The first one I'm going to show you is a Canon TX. I got this a while ago, but it works pretty good. I have a 50-1.4 on here, and it seems to work pretty well with this camera. Yeah, so it's a film camera. It's pretty basic. I would suggest this really to anyone who is starting out in photography and has chosen film to learn photography rather than getting a digital camera. Just because it's really easy to use. There's not much to it, and really, like, I'm pretty sure this camera doesn't really need a battery to function, or at least at some sort of shutter speeds, it should still work without a battery. So that's a really good feature to have. There's a light meter, which is really useful. And yeah, it's a really good camera. I would suggest it, like I said, to really anyone who's using film as a gateway to start photography, and yeah, it's a really good camera. So the next camera I'm going to show you is the AE1 program. This is probably one of the best-selling cameras, I believe, of pretty much all time as far as SLR cameras go. It sold really well when it first came out. Probably because it was really user-friendly. There's plenty of modes and stuff on it, which I really like. This one, I believe, does need a battery in order to function, but can't remember exactly what battery it takes, but I don't think it's too hard to come by these days. You should be able to get them on Amazon, or if you really need to go to eBay, you can find them there too. But yeah, it's a good camera. Also, a light meter. It's a digital, or sort of a digital one. Little LCD on the inside and the viewfinder there. But the cool thing about this camera is that it does have a program mode, so if you don't want to go full manual like the TX, which is why it makes it so good for learning, it does have a program mode. You can see on the top there, maybe. So yeah. So moving on to the EOS cameras. These are like the cameras that facilitated more of the EF lenses and autofocus lenses of the late 80s, early 90s, stuff like that. These are pretty good cameras. They're probably cheaper than the vintage ones I showed you earlier, but the thing is with this ones you need to buy batteries, and I've found that they drain out pretty fast, but I'd say they're really good cameras. I'd suggest the vintage ones more for people who are just learning, and these more to people who are getting into film photography from already having experience in other fields, mostly because these take lenses that aren't really conventional to come by. As far as price goes, I like to spend a little bit more on EF lenses because that's the ones that these take, but yeah, I think these might take a little bit better images, or, well, not really, because it's the same film, right, but might be a little bit easier to get good pictures with these, get a little more flexibility with this, and yeah, so this is the EOS 630. It's a pretty good camera, I find it really cheap, and yeah, I'd highly recommend it too. So the last camera I'm going to show you is the EOS 1N. This is actually my dad's camera. I don't know why he bought it. He uses Nikon, but I've used it for a little while. It's a really good camera. I think this is the predecessor to the 1V, which was, I believe, the last film camera Ken made, and it's really good. Yeah, this one, yeah, so most of the electronic cameras do have built-in drive motors, which make them able to shoot multiple frames a second. So yeah, this is a really good camera. I'd suggest this more to people who are pretty advanced in photography. This is more like a professional, low-grade camera. Pretty sure this has weather sealing in it. But other than that, it has plenty of advanced features and stuff like that. It's a really good camera. So yeah, if you're just getting into it, I'd probably suggest the earlier cameras. But yeah, if you want something a little bit better built, and you have the lenses or money to purchase good glass for this camera, then yeah, definitely go for it because it's a good camera. If you're purchasing a resale film camera online, make sure that returns are accepted for sure, because if something doesn't work, you definitely want to return it instead of losing your money. Even if it says everything is working, you want to make sure the returns are accepted in case something doesn't, or something breaks on the way there. Always stay away from this. Well, I hope this video was helpful. The next video will cover how to load your film and how to use your new camera. That should be coming pretty soon, but I hope this video helps you select your next camera, especially if you're getting into film photography and you're interested in it. Then you should definitely check out some of the newer videos that are coming out soon, because they'll definitely help you. I've been doing film photography for a while now, and I think it's really nice, and I think you guys will enjoy it also. So I definitely recommend getting into it, and I think you'll have an amazing time with it. And if you really work it and you really get into it, I think you'll get some really pleasing images, and I think you'll have a really good time with it. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and see you next time.